It's 2 trips in 2 weekends for the Wildcats to Humberside, and they'll be looking for a better return than they got last week against the Black and Whites in the Challenge Cup. Both these sides need 2 points to ensure they stay well attached to the top 8. Richard Agar is able to welcome back Richard Mathers and Justin Poor this afternoon, but he has lost Ali Lawatiti to injury. So the Wildcats will line up then with Richie Mathers in at fullback. On the wings, Peter Fox and Ben Cockayne, with Lee Smith returning to the centres with Dean Collis. Kyle Wood and Tim Smith are the half-back pairing, and up front, as we say, Justin Poor joins Andy Raleigh with Paul Ayton in at hooker. Vince Mellors comes in for Ali Lawatiti on the second row alongside captain Danny Kermond, and Danny Washbrook is the loose forward. On the bench, Kyle Amor, Ollie Wilkes, John Malloy and Chris Anakin. Hull KR make a number of changes to their side today. There's 5 in total. Craig Hall comes in at fullback, or moves to fullback I should say. Alex Brown and Luke George will be the wingers, with Liam Salter and Chris Wellham in at centres, Wellham returning after injury. Travis Burns and Michael Dobson are the half-back pairing. George Griffin and Mickey Payer will be up front, along with Josh Hudson at hooker. Graham Horn and Rhys Lovegrove are the second row for Hull KR this afternoon, and Con Meeker completes the lineup at loose forward. On the bench, Lincoln Withers, Jordan Cox, Rich Beaumont and Adam Walker, and the referee is James Child. We're all set then. Back to Hull 2 weeks in a row. The Wildcats hoping it's not the same medicine this time around. Hodgson surveys the scene both ways, goes left. Payer drives in, Andy Raleigh's there to meet him, and Ayton strong with a tackle around the knees. Opposite side this time. Burns comes in, chance perhaps, a roll over, tries it. Looks like it is. Rovers open the scoring. Looked like he just couldn't quite get over there. Graham Horn, I think it is, has gone over in the end. Mellors was there waiting for him. Burns back to Dobson. Collis has come up and missed it, and there's a gap here now. Wellham has got George outside, and Luke George will open his account for Hull Kingston Rovers. And it had to come against the Wildcats, didn't it? The Wildcats defensively gambled. It came up red rather than blue though. They've given the platform for their side to take a 12-0 lead, and they come onto this near side to take a breather. As the Wildcats try and push Rovers back inside again. Mathers on for Collis. Collis has got space. Collis will go in the corner, will he? Yes, he will. Dean Collis finally gets a chink of light in the defensive line, and off he went. Looks for the penalty, nothing coming this time. Wood across the line for Andy Raleigh. Raleigh turns but taken down. Wildcats still have a couple of tackles to spare here. Off goes Wood, gets a pass away from Mellors, on for Cockayne, and Cockayne will go in the corner. Great hands down the left-hand edge. Mellors whipping the ball out in the end for Ben Cockayne, and he just had enough space on that far side to get in for the score. Smith scoots from up off his knees, dummies a couple of times and finds Mathers. Mathers will spread one out towards Lee Smith, who has to step back inside a couple of tackles. He bounces off too, and Lee Smith is going to go over for the score. Rovers were there in numbers, but Lee Smith bounced away from a couple of tackles and flopped over the line for the try. Great stuff from Smith on this near side. Craig Sandicott will have 1 or 2 questions for his defence on that one. He's still trying to pull it down. Not the same size as the one he had before, one presumes. Dobson out the back to Burns. Burns has a chance here, and the pass will come off, and they'll go over for the score. Graham Horn for his second of the game. Held off Mathers to go over for the try. There comes Collis. Time ticks away. Got to be holding down against Hull KR again. They might go for the 2 here. As the hooter sounds. Last action of the half coming up. And Smith's kick goes over. And Wakefield will go in at half-time with the slender advantage. Just 2 points between the two teams. Marshall Burns steps inside. They've got a man inside him, and Hull KR on the break perhaps here. Eventually finds its way towards Salter. Salter gets away. Salter's still going. Mathers clinging on, just manages to hold him up just short of the line. On the last though, Rovers. Brown bounces off one tackle. Dobson manages to step away from Kermond. Ball ends up on the floor, still going though. The kick eventually over the top, and it's a good one as well. And Rovers have a man, and they will have the score. Great little kick over the top from Graham Horn, who's been at the centre of absolutely everything. And Hull KR get themselves on the scoreboard. That's the way he goes. Donezel this time for Burns. Burns on for Dobson. Dobson will swing one out for Wellham. Wellham gets away. Luke George is there for a second. And Luke George will go over in the corner for the try. Stanley Jean helping Withers get dressed on this near side. 5 metres from the line though. Hodgson for Dobson. Dobson short pass for Lovegrove. Lovegrove still going. He's over the line. Has he managed to get it down? The referee wants to have a chat. Referee wants to have a call. He gives the try to the home side. Gave himself some thinking time, the referee, but the decision goes to Hull KR. Brown for Burns and for Dobson. Dobson looked a little bit forward, but there's a man through here. There's a chance for Mika, and he will go over for the score right under the post. The breakthrough, and Con Mika was on the shoulder to go in for the try, and that one does seal the deal, no question. Now 3 forwards on the field. Only poor Anymore all in on the tackle. Dobson short pass for Lovegrove. Lovegrove's going again, and Lovegrove will score. And Rhys Lovegrove, against a dispirited Wakefield defence, goes over for the try that takes Hull Kingston Rovers over the 40-point mark. Taken now just inside the Hull KR 30-metre line. The ball straight out of play on this near side. The game will end with the ball as such in Hull KR hands. Surprisingly, both sets of players hardly rushing to set the scrum. They will wait for the hooter to blow to bring the game to an end. Handshakes all round, but it's Hull KR who take the win. Hull Kingston Rovers 44, Wakefield Trinity Wildcats 18.